off, the Pixel 4's fast charging method isn't as fast as most of its competitors out there, such as Samsung's new 45-watt charging brick or OnePlus's Warp Charge 30T. The second issue that I had is that the screen brightness doesn't get as bright as I like it to get. It usually surprised me that it was at full brightness even though it didn't seem like it was. The OnePlus 7T, iPhone 11 Pro, or Note 10, practically any other device released this year are all brighter than the Pixel 4. It's not that this type of display can't get bright enough, it's just Google intentionally lowered the amount of light that the screen emits, most likely to conserve battery. I think they should have just made the phone a bit thicker and thrown in a bigger battery capacity, but that's just me. You can manually increase the max brightness of the Pixel 4's display, but you will need to be rooted to do that. The third issue that I had was with the performance. Now, this one's tricky because most of the time the phone performs really well. The 90Hz panel provides a buttery smooth experience, and Google software really takes advantage of that Snapdragon 855 chipset to make the UI flow nicely. However, there have been a handful of instances where I have encountered lag on the Pixel 4, and when it starts to lag, it really lags. Scrolling through the interface feels janky, apps take longer than usual to load up, and sometimes the phone even freezes for a couple of seconds, and the only way to resolve it is with a reboot. That last one, by the way, only happened to me once, but it's still worth mentioning. The random drop in performance occurs more often when the device gets really hot or when the battery life is below 15%, and I didn't have battery saver enabled to interfere with the performance. Every other device that I've used in the past, even under those conditions, have performed just fine. It's crazy too because the first few weeks of using the Pixel 4, I've never once encountered a hint of lag. It's only recently that the phone started to act up. And this is scary because if it's already showing you few signs of lag, then who knows how this phone will perform a couple of months down the line. Just something to keep in mind. A couple more things that I didn't like are that the max storage capacity is only 128 gigabytes. To some that may be more than enough, but it wouldn't have hurt to include a 256 gigabyte model or expandable storage, especially in this price range. Face Unlock works amazingly, it recognized well and unlocked extremely fast, just as fast as the OnePlus 7T or iPhone 11 Pro, but the screen will unlock even when your eyes are closed. So if you're sleeping, anyone can just grab the Pixel 4 and unlock it by hovering it over your face. Luckily, Google is planning to push out a fix, but there's no word on when they plan on releasing that update. Lastly, I'm really disappointed that they didn't include a wide-angle lens on the rear camera, considering that every other OEM has included one at least once. I can't tell you how many times a wide-angle lens would have come in handy. Those are all the issues that I encountered while using the Pixel 4. It's quite a list, and most of them are big compromises, but there were also a lot of things that I enjoyed using. Motion Sense was a big one. It's nice to just reach for the phone and have it automatically unlock without needing to touch the device. Of course, it won't unlock at extreme angles, for example when the phone is flat on a table, but it's still a nifty feature that gets the phone ready whenever you pick it up and look at it. The only thing that I did find to be annoying is that the lock screen doesn't display notification content once I reach for the phone. To do this, I would need to disable skip lock screen in the Face Unlock menu within the system settings, and even then when I reach for the phone and the screen turns on, I still need to tap on the display to pull up the notification contents. Not a big deal, I just think it would have been nice to see the notification contents once I reach for the phone, because the majority of the time that's the main reason why I pick it up. The rear cameras are the strongest feature found within the Pixel 4. That's been the main selling point for every Pixel predecessor, and the Pixel 4 doesn't fall short at all when it comes to picture quality. Sure, the physical camera module on the back is controversial, but it could have been a lot worse. Just take a look at the iPhone 11 Pro. The Pixel takes the best photos when compared to any other smartphone. It's got incredible color accuracy, exposure, shadows, and contrast are well balanced. I even love that you can quickly fine-tune the shadows and highlights in the primary mode of the viewfinder. No longer will an object within a photo be too dark to see. Plus, even though Google included a 2x telephoto lens, they also enhance the detail immensely when you take a photo at maximum zoom, 8x. That really impressed me since I've never seen a smartphone do that before. Camera performance at night was still top-notch with Google's night side mode. No other OEM can provide the same type of night shots as the Pixel. The only phone that even comes close is the iPhone 11 Pro. Night sight has gotten a lot more accurate, and even after using the phone for so long, I still get excited to see the end result of what should have been a dark, muddy photo. Instead, it usually looks like something that was taken during the daytime, and for that cherry on top, the new astrophotography mode has made my jaw drop multiple times since it allows me to capture every beaming star at night. It just requires me to stand very still as the photo is being taken.